In this video, I'll be portraying how I played Huntress in this one match. First off, obviously we have some decisive strike, I believe. So let's continue on patrolling, see if we find anybody. Thought I saw somebody back there, but there wasn't. Still patrolling until I find this one generator, until I find up to catch up with some survivors here. Patrol, patrol, until I finally found them right behind this rock. I was gonna go for her, but I was like, Claudette's here, so I go for a hatchet, but I obviously missed here. I'll be fair with you, in this clip, I don't really do too well with my hatchets. I do some, but where I pretty much strife with my hatchet strikes are where they're in mid to close range. Sometimes I'll get a far one, but mid to close range is where I pretty much excel. Because I obviously need to predict where the survivor is going, and sometimes I still have trouble doing so. I ignored breaking that pallet to waste my time. I thought I lost her for a second until I caught up with her scratch marks. Try to 360, I go for a basic one. I get her hooked, but I do have barbecue and chili, but it's only tier 1 sadly. I have iron grass tier 2, barbecue and chili tier 1, surveillance tier 1, and then overcharge tier 1. I wanted to apply as much pressure as I could on Huntress, but I don't think that she's the right character for me to patrol. I mean, I can patrol the generators, but I can't apply enough pressure with her, to be fair with you. Her hatchet strikes are just really hard to just do. I don't know why I let that cake go, because I guess I was being nice. I look around and then see if she'll come back, since there's a drop pallet over here I can break. And there's this generator that needs to be regressed. So I kind of patrolled in the back line here, thinking that maybe she could be back here hiding from where I was over by the generator, but I guessed wrong, since I didn't see any crows fly or anything like that. So I move on, I continue my patrol here. I go for a hatchet, but I missed. She's gonna drop the pallet. I should have gone for my hatchet, but my wind-up time was slower because I didn't have the right add-on. As you can see, I'm only using one add-on, which is the add-on for where you it's the locker one, where you take less time at the locker. I should have gone for a hatchet strike here, but I just didn't think yeah, see, I panicked. And I thought, I'm gonna miss it, so I go for it, but I still miss. So I go for a basic attack, and I still get her. I see where anyone else is with barbecue. I do see someone, and I only have like 2 hatchets, so I just chuck one hatchet and see if whatever I can get. But I don't get anyone, sadly. So I reload, and I go to the generator. But the only thing is, when I get halfway there, the gen's done, so... I saw that had a little progression, but I ignored it. So I saw they were coming from this generator, so I'm like, you know what, I'll go for a chase. I thought she was going to drop that pallet. I was going to be ready for that. See, that's a close quarter hatchet strike. I could definitely get that. She must have had life. She must have had life or something, because she moved pretty quickly. After she vaulted, so that was like a speed buff, speed burst, and a life, I guess. I don't know. I regressed this. I saw somebody because of surveillance back here, so I'll go back and destroy this as well. Now I have 2 generators. Now I need to look out for. I could have gone for I think I could have gone for a hatchet there, but like I had to reload. So I try to duel with this Nancy here. Obviously, I'm gonna miss a couple shots because my accuracy is kind of crap. I'm not very well with Huntress. I could have gone for one, but I'm like, I'm gonna miss. I was baiting her to drop the pallet, but I declined it. She knew what I was doing, so she was playing it smart. I think she was trying to get to the locker, or that was just lag. Come to find out that this Nancy actually has dead hard. So I'd chuck a hatchet, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna miss anyway. Just a random hatchet, because there was just only one left. I didn't see anybody with barbecue, so I'm like, someone must be close. And this part just said, you know, I'm just gonna give up. So I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure you're dead anyway, so GG for you. I get her hooked, and I believe she's dead. Before I knew, I'm like, I turned back and I see that Kate, that she had a toolbox, and she destroyed that hook, thinking I was gonna go up to that hook, but I had other plans for another hook. If I had popped Rose the Weasel, I'd digress that just a bit, but I don't have it on Huntress right now. Get some hatchets. I was thinking maybe I could sneak around and thinking that Kate was still going to be here. Because I thought I just saw her when she was back here. But I was wrong. I go for a random hatchet, but I realized I hit the tree, so I'm like, yeah, whatever. Random hatchet again. But I can see where my accuracy on that one was. I'm like, nah. I nodded my head with that one. Nah. Go for another random. But I don't hit anything now. It kind of spooked him a little bit. Now I did hear progression to my right, where someone was working on the generator right here. See, now it was that Kate. Now I catch up with her in that exact spot where she tried to drop the hook. Thank goodness she ran away though. Close quarter. Get a hit. Obviously, right now I'm trying to barbecue anyone who's out there, but I don't catch anyone except for this one person. I was thinking about going to the locker, but I realized I only just wasted one hatchet, and it's just, yeah. So I catch up with the Nancy here, and like, I'm playing with her now. I'm like, go to the left, go to the right, left, right. Yeah, but I missed the hatchet though. I'm like, wow, are you serious? That must have been really close. Obviously, she knows how to bait hatchets, so I'm like, yeah, okay. Obviously, she hears them coming, so I'm like, yep. Then she used line of sight blocker with that tree. I'm like, wow, that's actually really smart. That's what you're actually supposed to do against Huntress, line of sight blocker. This was just like, oh my god, yeah, that's when I had to nod my head. I'm like, that was my mistake. Now, I thought she was going to drop the pallet or dead hard, but she didn't do either, so I'm like, okay. Let's get her hooked. And if I remember correctly, the Kate is now dead on hook. Had to reload. Until I catch up with this kid again, I'm like, wow, you probably just healed right behind that block or two. I'm sorry. Yep. Now, at this point, I'm like, you know what? She probably has Decisive Strike, so I'm just going to bait out the Decisive Strike. Just waste a little bit of time. Hopefully it goes away. Maybe she has Decisive, like, tier 1 or something, so I stand here for a little while and just wait it out. Obviously, I want to keep a lookout as well. I was thinking there might be someone out there with a flashlight. But I doubt that, though. But you never know. I gotta be precautionist. Just taking everything so serious. I'm like, yep. It's probably enough time right about now. So yeah, it's GG to Kate. I realized someone was back there and it was that Nancy, so I threw a hatchet, but I missed, but I kind of did alert her though. Don't know if she broke that totem that she was working on, but I knew she was back here. Tried to go for regular, but she obviously knew what I was doing. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to go for that. I'm going to miss. I realize now that the hatch is to the right, so I know where the hatch is when I go back. I hit the freaking locker. I thought I was going to get her right there in that window, but she was already turning to the left. She was waiting for me because she was actually trying to do the killer shack. She crouched. I'm like, yeah, you know. So this is where I actually play just a little game with her. You know, I try my best right now, but obviously she has the upper hand. So I'm like, whatever. So I do a regular mind game. She didn't fall for it. I'm like, wow. So I double backed. And then she ran away. I'm like, wow, that's actually pretty good. She actually knew what I was doing. Smart survivor. I'll give her credit. Hit her here. I'm like, nah. I shake her head. And I'm like, no. Then she dead-hearted right through the pallet. I'm like, damn. Well, I just wasted enough time. Gotta get out of there. Had a little lag spike there. I'm like, whatever. So considering how that where she dead-hearted, I'm like, maybe she went back here. I didn't see any scratch marks up anywhere, so I'm like, one generator left, so I'm like, hopefully we can get this done. Patrolling, and I don't really see anybody, so I go on, I believe on top of the hill, and I look around until I heard two notifications, one on that side and one on the other side. I'm like, whoa, okay. That must have been the generator, and this must have been Nancy. I saw that crow fly right there. I'm like, yeah, she's around. She's not slick. I saw that crow. Now I hear her, so she's definitely really close in the vicinity. And there she is. Dead hard. No. I go for a that's one, but I missed. I'm like, no. No. Alright. Decided not to hook her there and go for the next one. It's closer to the hatch, so I can go over there and close it. I looked around, but I didn't see anybody. I think she was probably close. So I checked the locker. But nobody there. Wait, was the hatch still open? Now we're on the timer. Now this is where it honestly gets really boring. I'm not gonna lie. This is where pretty much I go back and forth, go back and forth, go back and forth, waste a lot of time. So I'll just pretty much explain what happens. I just pretty much go back and forth, and I'm like, I'm not seeing her. So I'm like, maybe she's on this side, maybe she's on that side, but when the time goes down, like, she's wasting a lot of time. And then, before I even knew it, she was across the map, away from the gates, and she made a notification that she dropped a hook. And endgame collapse killed her, and that was GG. So, that was my Huntress game. It was fun. It was pretty interesting. I mean, I obviously had a couple of setbacks due to my aim, but maybe I could probably knock my sensitivity down a little bit for my killer if I want to play Huntress again. But other than that, that was my Huntress match. Hope you all enjoyed. See ya.